Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Terry Briggs.
And I'm Don Johnson. Here's what's happening in your city.
In the hole.
It's all about trees today as Grand Prairie celebrates Arbor Day. During a ceremony, the city was honored for the 34th year as a Tree City, USA.
And there's only about 80 cities in the entire state of Texas that have received this. And as you just heard, Grand Prairie is one of the oldest ones. But it recognizes towns that actively manage this thing we call an urban forest, these trees.
The event also included professional tree trimmers in action.
So you have deciduous trees like the oak tree.
A science lesson about trees. And a relay race to learn about recycling.
Glass, maybe? Yes, very good.
Officials say Grand Prairie celebrates Arbor Day in November because fall is the best time of year to plant trees. Early voting locations for the November 8th election are now open in Grand Prairie. In addition to the presidential, state, and local races, the ballot includes a referendum about the 172-acre Central Park. The city wants to sell 24 acres of the park along the frontage road of State Highway 161. According to the city, selling the land will create more opportunity for retail, restaurant, and hotel development. Since developers will not usually build on land they do not own, the city proposes selling the property to attract developers. State law requires voters approve the sale, so that's why the issue is on the ballot. If it's approved, funds from the sale will be used for park improvements. If it's denied, the land won't be sold, but the city can continue pursuing development at the site. You'll find more information about the land sale and details about where and when to vote by going to the city's website at gptx.org.
Halloween means a festival atmosphere in downtown Grand Prairie, as Market Square and the city's Parks, Arts, and Recreation Department hosted the popular Street and Treat Party. Once again, hundreds of families made sure to make it a part of their All Hallows Eve tour. It's the place to be to see every costume imaginable. Not to mention live entertainment, games, face painting, and of course, whether you're giving or receiving, lots of treats.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is our third year of being out here, and it just gets bigger and bigger each time. We've had to expand on our candy run. And we're still about out and only been here a couple hours, and it's crazy. It's fantastic.
This is the 8th straight year the city has hosted its Street and Treat Party downtown.
Grand Prairie is losing one of its most unusual firefighters, Taylor the arson dog. Taylor is leaving active duty after being diagnosed with cancer of the nose.
All right, this is it. Congratulations, good job.
On Monday, she was honored with a traditional retirement meal of steak and green beans. The 55-pound Labrador Retriever is the city's first canine fire recruit, trained to sniff out accelerants that can be used to start a fire. Unfortunately, the cancer has caused permanent damage, leaving Taylor unable to do her job.
And she has been deployed on over 50 fires, and her handler and Taylor have been out on different trips, different training. Kevin, I know you have a tremendous amount of hours put into this.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And then unfortunately, we all know that she had cancer. We don't know if she got it during her tour or if we got her with cancer. We just don't know. And so today is the day we are sadly having to retire her.
Taylor will continue working for the fire department doing public education, and she'll remain with her handler as their relationship moves in a new direction.
You really get in tune with the dog, working with the dog as much as we work with them with the ADC program, feed them by hand because they don't eat unless we're training. So you really get in tune with the dog, and I'm going to miss the challenge of trying to learn her and her learning me.
Taylor still needs surgery and radiation treatments, but is no longer covered by city insurance. So a GoFundMe page is set up to help with those medical expenses. You can get more information by contacting the Grand Prairie Fire Department.
And that's our brochure that has information about all our interactions.
The spirit of volunteering was on full display at the Miss Ruthie's Day of Giving Volunteer Fair and Food Drive. The first annual event invited Grand Prairie nonprofits, philanthropic, church, and civic organizations to come together so they could recognize outstanding volunteers and sign up new ones. Admission was free, but guests were encouraged to bring non-perishable food items to help kick off the city's annual Santa Spot Holiday Food Drive. The day is named in honor of longtime City Councilwoman Ruthie Jackson, who exemplified volunteerism and left a legacy of giving back to her community.
I don't think the city realizes the value of a volunteer to an organization and volunteers. They can do so much and bring so much to the quality of life within our community, and it is exciting. Actually, I had the facts and figures from our new volunteer coordinator that we had just within the city departments over 53,000 volunteer hours. And not only that, that boils down and equals out to $1.3 million. If you took all of the nonprofits that are represented today and multiplied that, just think the amount would be staggering, and the effects would be even greater on the people that were recipients of the good things that they did.
29 different organizations were on hand for the first-time event. That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us again next time.